Hello and welcome to Bloomberg Quint. We're here to tell you how today's trading session was. Well, the Nifty bounced back from the 7-month lows that it actually hit yesterday, and most of this rally came in the second half of the trade. After the opening of the European markets, you can actually see how that big run or rally really came in the Nifty, and the Nifty was able to hold that 8,000 mark, whereas the Sensex also rallied nearly 400 points, closing about 1.5% higher. So after the 7th-month lows that were hit yesterday, with which the Nifty actually erased all of the 2016 gains, but today's rally, Agam actually brought it back, the annual returns back into the positive, and now we are up for 1%. Of course, there are three more trading sessions
left before that, yes.
Yes, a total 180-degree reversal from yesterday. I believe buying has come in at 7,900 yesterday. That's around the level that we closed in. So some sort of buying that has come in. All indices ended in green, but let's just see how crude oil was doing. Well, it was trading close to that $53 per barrel mark. It was a straight 7-session gaining streak that it has seen. Of course, doesn't bode very well for India and margins as far as the corporate earnings are concerned. But in BQ poll, we had asked where do you all see oil prices heading? 41% said above $60, 46% said between 50 and 60, and just about 13% saw it falling to below 50, but 53 is where it actually ended. But Agam, when it comes to futures, has buying returned?
Yes, and this would be something which many would find puzzling, because until yesterday we were looking at rollovers to the shorts, and remember, rollovers have been substantially high when compared to not only the 3-month but also the 6-month previous average. Excuse me. And along with that, we have seen, in a reversal of trends with respect to an open interest change. So this time around, when it comes to the Nifty or the Nifty Bank, we have seen an increase towards open interest in the December futures itself, which means people are still carrying longs from today's positions into tomorrow. Whether or not these levels hold, that time will tell, but for now we're certainly looking at a little bit of a reversal of what we've seen in the previous couple of days, Shraddha.
And Agam, from the options that you've been tracking, what are the kind of levels that we're seeing now?
Big changes, really big changes, especially after what we've seen in the last couple of days. Let's take a look at what's happened in the options market. With respect to the change that we're looking at, we have seen a writing in the 8,000 put and the 7,900 put, naturally, because we have moved away from those levels. On the other hand, we have also seen an unwinding of positions, which means to a certain profit taking in the 7,900 call and the 8,000 call. Where does this leave us with respect to the range that we're looking for as far as the Nifty is concerned? Well, the range has actually completely changed, because until yesterday we were looking at a 100-point range between the 8,000 and the 7,900 put. For now, while 7,900 holds as far as the lower end is concerned, it is the 8,300 which has seen substantial amount of increase. Now do remember, this also includes the positions being taken for January. In the immediate term, it does seem like we are going to look at 7,900 and 8,100 very closely, and this perhaps could also be the level that we need to keep an eye on even as we move towards expiration.
Agam, what's the kind of turnover that we've seen today? Is there a volume support to the moves that we've seen yesterday?
Yes, as usual, the cash turnovers are low, but once again, given it is expiry week, we have seen substantially high turnovers, and this has also changed as compared to yesterday. We have seen a little bit of an increase as compared to yesterday, but this is only natural considering we are in expiry week. And well, I'm going to keep an eye on those numbers as well going to tomorrow.
All right, let's head to what was really doing well. You had FMCG and metal, both those sectoral indices running as much as 2.5% higher today. Of course, amongst the Nifty movers, ITC was leading the gainers, a good 4% gain on reports of price hikes ahead of the budget. So around the budget times, you will see your several stocks moving. Bosch also had a stellar run again in the last hour. So you also had Tata Steel, you have Hindalco, so your metal counters, Aurobindo, Lupin, Pharma counters also doing pretty well. But there were only two movers on the Nifty index. So you have GAIL and Grasil moving anywhere between half to 1%. So just two losers and 49 gainers. But Agam, I believe leading the mid caps higher also was or cigarette company?
Yes, we have some interesting themes playing out right now in the markets, and as you said, Godfrey Phillips is right at the top when it comes to the broader markets. For now, we have 4 gainers against 1 loser with respect to the changes and the advance and declines that we've seen in the Nifty 500 stocks. Godfrey Phillips, of course, is right at the top, sitting at a upper circuit of 20%, followed by State Trading Corporation, also an upper circuit of 10%. You have Mahanagar Telephone as well as IDFC Bank, followed by Bharat Financial Inclusion. Now, Bharat Financial Inclusion has been spoken about quite a bit in the recent times after the kind of declines that we've seen. Looks like we're looking at a recovery today, up as much as 8.2%, followed by VST Industries. Of course, that is another cigarette manufacturer. In the losing end, we have some weakness in TVS Motors, down 4%, Shilpa Medicare also down 3%, followed by Unichem Laboratories, Unitech, and Network 18 among some of the other media stocks which are also looking at weakness. But for now, it seems like where we're looking positively towards the market, and the advanced decline ratio has also changed substantially. So it is going to remain a question mark as to where we are headed tomorrow, especially after we have seen so many changes in just 3 days. Now, we must remember that while the volatility index was substantially up yesterday, we saw a 10% increase. Today it's down by as much as 9%, and it's back to the levels from where we left last week. Of course, it is going to be a very crucial period when it comes to your expiry, your rollovers. But again, it's only the underlying variables that you will have in the Bhav copy which will determine where the markets are heading, or at least where the bets are being placed in the market. That is all that we have so far. And well, for more, you can always come back and join us on BloombergQuint.com. And of course, you're already tuned into your Twitter and Facebook, so do join us, and we will see you tomorrow.